Jared. My name is Aida. It's very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Okay. So I like to go over confidentiality when I'm first meeting a client, and especially with new clients, just so we understand kind of just what has to be done. So whatever you say to me will stay between us unless it's a legal requirement that I tell. So what a legal requirement would kind of entail is if you are showing that you're an imminent threat to you, to you like yourself or others, if a sign of abuse is going on, or if you give me consent to talk about it. So does that sound okay?
Yeah, I understand.
That's perfect. Okay. So I understand you having feelings of anger and anxiety towards your time in this conversion therapy camp, Love in Action. I'm understanding you're feeling anger, just by the camp being open still. And I do know you told me as well that your friend is also passed away. Am I understanding correctly what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So will you tell me a little bit more about those feelings? When did you start feeling this way?
I was actually finishing up an article about my time at Love in Action when my mom texted me telling me that my friend Cameron committed suicide. Cameron struggled heavily in the program. As punishment, one time they performed a fake funeral for him. They made all the parents and extended family, so like siblings and things like that, come to shame Cameron for failing this assignment. They made him get on his hands and knees, and his mom, dad, and sister took turns beating him with the Bible. Even the facilitator, Victor Sykes, participated in it. It was sick, and soon after that, I left.
Oh my goodness. That sounds extremely traumatic for everyone involved with this, especially just more so for sure for Cameron having to be beaten by his own family with the Bible, as well as you all having to watch this, and then just in fear if you fail one of your assignments, you'll also have to be beaten or having some kind of grand, just humiliating, just I guess activity that to participate in with your own family. So I do want to say I'm very sorry for both you and your participants as well as Cameron. And I want to give you my condolences as well. I'm very sad that Cameron has left us.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome. So you said you were writing an article about Love in Action, right?
That's right.
Okay. So will you tell me more about that? What does this article entail?
It's more so just exposing Love in Action for what actually goes on there. The parents are led to believe that they're doing something good for their kids. They don't know about the cruel things they made us do, and it's imperative that we didn't tell them either. They took our phones and hammered into us that we went on there, stayed between those walls. We had to make a diagram. It listed all of our family members, and we had to categorize them as sins. The idea was to make us blame our family for our sexuality.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That sounds extremely isolating. Because again, just having to blame them for your sexuality, it just seems more so just trying to make you all hate yourselves, as well as somehow just in a sense hate your family as well. So that sounds horrible for sure. So let me ask you this: in terms of this having to make this diagram and categorize your family members as sins, how did all this make you feel?
Confused, honestly. My family didn't do anything to make me be gay. And honestly, my family are Baptist Christians. They live by the Bible, so I struggled with that assignment. My mom had to help me lie and fill in sins for each family member, knowing it wasn't true.
I understand. So what happened? How did you end up leaving the program?
I just decided I didn't want to do it anymore and left. I had to stand in front of all the participants and state what my first same-sex experience was like and who it was with. Things like that. I explained about this guy I had a brief thing with. We didn't kiss. We just laid in bed together. That's it. But Victor kept pushing me. He wanted me to talk about him. He wanted me to blame my dad for me being gay. It was also strange and infuriating.
And so I know you stated something about a Henry. So who is Henry? Are you comfortable with telling me about this person?
Yeah, it's fine. Henry and I started as friends when I first got into college. He ended up raping me. I left school after that. He told me it wasn't his first time doing it either. It was all just too much. Such a disgusting experience.
I'm so sorry, Jared. You persevered so much just off the little that you told me, and again, I hate that you had to go through all of this, especially from the rape to just having to deal with such an abusive facilitator like Victor. This all sounds intense. So I want you to recognize this as well in yourself that you really have persevered quite a bit.
No, I do. That's very kind of you to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. So let me ask you this: what was your upbringing like?
I grew up in the South, so traditional, conservative values are all I knew. My dad is a pastor, so when my dad told me I'd be going to Love and Action, I didn't fight it. I wasn't comfortable in my sexuality then.
Okay. So I understand that, and I also have grown up with strong traditional Christian values as well. So I do understand. It's more so just that idea, especially when you're, growing up like that. So, with these strong Christian values instilled in you, how did you feel when you left the program and accepted yourself?
If I feel free, I still struggle with my dad accepting me, but my mom has supported me through this whole process, like leaving the program, moving to New York, having a boyfriend now, and the strong friend group I made.
Oh, that's fantastic, Jared. I'm so happy for you. It's very beneficial to have a strong support system, kind of regardless of what you're going through, but especially for you, that's amazing. So good for you.
Yeah, life has felt a lot better now.
I'm so glad. Oh my goodness. Okay, so tell me this: what are you looking for? What are you looking to achieve when talking to me?
I want to learn how to manage my anxiety and anger, like I'm looking for some kind of coping mechanism or something. I feel sometimes these feelings are overwhelming, so to, manage them, it would really improve my day-to-day life.
Yeah, I understand that for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, I can definitely help you with this, and I'll be more than happy to do it. So, I'm going to be telling you a few things more so, and it's going to be kind of separate. So, in terms of helping with manage your anger as well as your anxiety. And then, obviously, you can tell me if you don't like these ideas, and we can just go back to the drawing board, but this is what I have right now, okay? All right, good deal. So, for your feelings of anger, there's two things I want to do. I want to practice reframing as well as problem-free talks. So, in terms of the reframing, what that would be doing is just recognizing your anger and just basically reframing it into this new idea, this new emotion. So, maybe like motivation or something of that nature. Maybe just motivation to maybe just end the, love and action or something of that nature. And then with problem-free talk, it's more so just in the name. We would just take time during our sessions just to just talk, just have regular, chats. And it would be just over lighter things, like more so, how was your weekend? What fun things did you do? Things of that nature, just something light just to talk about. So things like that. So what are you thinking? What are you thinking about that?
I like that.
Okay, good deal. Okay. And then in terms of the anxiety, I was thinking that we could just do a few things. So, I want to go a little bit deeper with your time in the program. I'd like to keep talking about that so that we can, I guess, both just get a clear understanding. And I believe if we keep talking about it, you'll be able to feel a bit more comfortable just with just the overall experience. I know it won't ever be a good experience, but you might feel more comfortable just even thinking about it. And then it would kind of more so transition into exposure therapy. So gradually, and this will be all in later sessions, of course, but gradually we'll just start, kind of exposing you to things that may be kind of triggering in terms of the program. Just so you can make more so, I guess, get over this, I guess this like harmful, like this anxiety, and maybe you can just move I guess when you face these triggers, then you can just kind of move past them and not just kind of stay stuck. So, what you think?
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm a bit nervous about the exposure therapy, but you got to go through the fire to get to the other side, right?
Yeah, for sure. Gotta go through the fire to get to the other side. I say that too. So, I mean, like I said, you persevered through so much. So, I think if you're up for this, and then I think we'd make, really great progress, and I think we'd be good. So,
All right. That's it.
what do you think? You think it'd be good?
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I'm excited for your progress too. I do want to say that because, like I said, I think we're gonna make good things. So, good deal. All right.